What's good, y'all? It's that boy, Easy Millions, and I'm your host of that boy, ETV. You already know, man. We are back on Multiversus. And, man, I logged on, and it still hurts, man, to log on to this game, play it, see everything that's on here, and just know that it is really over. Because this game was just special to me, and I'm pretty sure it was really special to a lot of people, especially those that came up with a lot of these characters. Like, I know I grew up with Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls, these characters, so it is really, really cool to be able to finally see them in this capacity. So it is really also sad to also see that this game didn't last. But there's just a few things, before I finally, maybe stop making content on this, because I got on over the weekend, and maybe I'll get on at least one more time before it's officially done, but I just wanted to get on, and I'll play like a couple matches in the background that I have, but I just want to get on and just kind of get a few thoughts out before everything is said and done. And the first one is the fact that matchmaking is still happening pretty quickly right now. Like, I got on, matchmaking was still pretty much flying, you know what I'm saying? It didn't take that long. I expected it to take longer because me personally, when I heard that they shut down, I kind of lost interest in kind of playing it overall. But man, I got on there and it's still quick matches, man. So there is really still a big, or at least a nice player base still trying to play the game, man. I don't know if maybe if they see a player count, a good player count, maybe they hold on to it. But to be honest, I just don't think that's really in the cards for this game. I just think that it's really kind of done and over with, even if we do have like a big push on the player base side. So that's not, I just don't think that it'll work, but I hope that it does. So I will try to at least try to get some more gameplay time in, but we'll see, man. I'm just not gonna lie, like, it really hurts trying to load into this game. So, but one thing about that they did do is so all of us that had fighter tickets that we didn't use them, or we ended up holding on to them, they did let us trade them in for 1,000 Gleamium. So that's kind of cool, as I was able to finally get the Wedding Garnet skin, as you guys can see me using here in the background. So I was finally able to go get that. But I mean, now it's kind of like it's a little too late. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, you got it now, but where are you really gonna go with it from here? You know what I mean? It's not like there's much left for me to really do. Now, the other thing that I really want to talk about is a lot about Tony's response and a lot of the sentiment around the community about how he felt, because there was people saying that basically Tony was an overlord over there on the development side, and basically the characters that we got were only, the ones he wanted specifically, and things of that nature. Now, me personally, I don't really think that this is what he was doing. I don't believe that he was, this overlord type person that was just, shutting down everybody else's ideas and only going with characters he wanted or anything of that nature. Because speaking of that, he did put out a message, and in the message he speaks on how he allowed the team to go ahead and just create Banana Guard over the weekend. Like, they just randomly created it because apparently this is a character that they really wanted to do, and they just created him over the weekend. So that kind of confuses me, because I'm like, if you just allow them to create something like Banana Guard over the weekend, I'm pretty sure you could have done this with more fan favorite characters that we wanted. Like, I don't think anyone really wanted Banana Guard. I don't think anyone really cared for Banana Guard, and it's just a weird choice. Again, if you're just gonna let the dev team create any random character over the weekend, why is it Banana Guard of all characters? Like, it's just so weird. And speaking of that, so are the characters that we did get, are these the characters that the devs specifically themselves wanted? And I think I spoke on this a little one of my previous videos about the type of characters they were bringing in, because it did seem like a lot of the characters that they were trying to promote were either, let's put it like, they were from like my childhood, right? So you had like a lot of Samurai Jack, Raven, Powerpuff Girls. A lot of these are, the people that grew up with those shows are probably now in like your mid to early 30s. So it's kind of weird, because the game is more structured for, the younger crowd or the younger kids. So again, that's why I was saying they kept bringing in a lot of characters like Lola Bunny. Like, come on, man. I know Lola Bunny's more of a newer character, but she's originally from Space Jam, so she grew up with my generation. So again, it's like you're bringing in characters that I can see where it's just the devs putting their characters because these are the ones that they grew up with, so they probably put those first. But again, it's just like, you know, what are we doing? You know, are we trying to sell a game here? Like, don't get me wrong, having those characters are good too, but you need to mix those in with more relevant characters as well. Not only that, fan requested characters. Like, it's just crazy. You allowed them to create Banana Guard over a weekend. Are you telling me you couldn't create any other character over the weekend? Like, it's really, it just blows my mind. But again, another thing with the community, we got to stop getting on these devs like, you know, like it's a personal attack from them that the game is going away, because there were a lot of nasty comments towards Tony, and that's what garnered his response on all of this. So I just think that we just got to kind of keep calm. I know a lot of us are on edge or antsy because we're losing the game that we love. So I know a lot of us feel that way about it. And due to that, you might go and say a few things. But remember, I don't think that Tony or that dev team have anything to really do with this. I think it's mostly just WB and all their bad investments over a while, man. So if you don't really know, it was a big thing, as WB said that they lost over $300 million. And when they broke it down, $200 million was lost on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, when they invested all that money into that trash. And then the other $100 million, they said a big chunk of that was based off of Multiversus. So at least $500,000, I would assume, was lost on Multiversus. Now, the way I look at it is, if they would have taken the $200 million that they put into Suicide Squad and put that shit into Multiversus would have been a totally different game. It would have been a lot better. And that's probably where they should have focused on, because that Suicide Squad was just a waste of time, waste of money. It was dead on arrival. And not only was it dead on arrival, but they then proceeded to try to give it like 4 or 5 seasons or something like that. And it's like, bro, nobody's playing the game and you're still spending this money. And maybe it's because you already spent the money, so you're just putting out the seasons anyway. But let's be real. If you took that money and invested it in Multiversus, created a PvE mode, cleaned up the hitboxes, sped it up again, because a lot of people didn't like to slow the game. I don't know why they just didn't speed it up a little bit. And just add a little bit more characters and all that. If they just invested that money into Multiversus, I think it would have been the complete opposite. And I think we would have had an even better game, and it would have been as big as it was back in the beta, man. But speaking of the beta, I still don't know why they decided to slow down the gameplay. That turned off so many people, including myself. Initially in the beginning, as I played it, I got more used to it. And it's like, okay, cool, it's not that bad. And I guess as you play it, you kind of just get used to or adjust to the speed of the game, and then eventually it feels like it's not too slow. But again, just a lot of weird choices, in my opinion, that these people are making, like slowing down the game from the beta. Weird choices when it comes to DLC characters, especially ones that aren't culturally relevant at the time, especially when you had properties that were, on your streaming platforms that you could have used those characters. So it's just weird, a lot of the things. But overall, it's just really sad that this game has to go, man. It hurts playing it. It hurts making this commentary. Like, it just hurts. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad. I hate to see it go. But hey, it is what it is. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, well, you can go to Brawlhalla, but I'm going to be honest. I knew about Brawlhalla before this, and I didn't mess with Brawlhalla before this, and I probably won't after. So I don't think that I'll have a platform fighter for me personally anymore, because I don't own a Nintendo to play Super Smash Brothers, and this was my Super Smash Brothers. So it's now gone, and hopefully a miracle happens and it comes back, or hopefully some type of miracle happens and we get another game very similar to it, man. But down in the comments, man, let me know how y'all feel about the game currently. Are y'all still playing? Are you playing until the wheels fall off? Let me know. Y'all hoping that it makes a resurgence, or are you just, done with the game, thinking I'm crazy that I'm even still making commentaries on it, man? Just let me know down in them comments, man. But this has been another one of them commentary videos, man, and hope y'all enjoyed that, man. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, become a supporter, and catch me streaming on Facebook Gaming and Twitch at that boy ETV. Now, catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.